Alright, we are here. We are live. Hello and welcome to another episode on Ark Survival Ascended. We are here on the island. We are also going to go to Ragnarok, as well as a few other places. That was not meant to play that. Um, so, the thing we are going to be doing today is we're going to tell you guys a lot of the stuff about the new stuff that is out, like the new equipment, the new items. We're not going to be talking much about the creatures because some of the creatures we still haven't raised yet. One of the creatures we do have, and I have it in that ice wyvern as we speak. I'm going to be raising it. But right now, I need to get some more meat to be put into it. But we're going to be talking about something else. Okay, and the something else is, it's very interesting. It's kind of cool at the same time. Now, the thing that we are going to be showing you guys, I just figured this out. I just found this out, and it looks so cool. Or it's actually kind of cool. Doesn't look cool. It is kind of cool. We're gonna head to Ragnarok. Hopefully, we don't have a timer. Do we not have a timer? We do not have a timer. Awesome. That means we could just go straight to Ragnarok. We're gonna grab at least 2 items of the same item and 1 blueprint. Now, I am gonna say this. For a lot of people are gonna be saying, best bet is, or some people are going to say this, is probably do not have as a trait on the weapon or item or armor or whatever. That is true. Do not have a trait on any of these items, on any of them, because you will lose that trait forever. It will never come back. It will be completely gone. No respawn, no anything. Now, we are going to get... Let's actually go with a bow. Let's go with a crossbow. Let's go with the highest one. We'll just go with one of those, and we'll make the other 2. We'll make it... Yeah, we'll make this tight. Where is it? Crossbow, not there. No, we're not gonna go all the way into blue crossbow. We're gonna go purple crossbow. Let's see. See, I know I have a, here we go. We'll grab this because we're gonna go and make this. Don't think I have enough materials here to actually make it, but we'll find out right now. Oh, we do. We have enough to make it. Okay. So, we're gonna make it here. We're gonna make at least 2. Now, this is actually really kind of cool at the time. The other thing I'm going to be showing is something else as well afterwards. This thing is actually one of the best tools to actually have. It is really cool. So, we're going to add the 2 purples first. Then we're going to go with with this one. Now, we could go with this to roll back, or go this way. We're going to go with this way. And here we go. We're going to combine it. Now, this is going to combine the items together. Now, if you do two weakest ones to the strongest one, yes, it's not going to give you the good stuff. But it gives you a pretty good, decent typing, which is actually not bad. But let's just say you have mostly a lot of weak items, a lot of weak armor that are all the same. Let's say a desert gear that, as you see, my desert gear is 198. Say you have a 150, a 170, a 180. You can combine that and try to get the strongest one of them all. Is it possible? Yes. Is it possible to get a weaker one? Definitely. It is not guaranteed that you will get the best of the best. And it all has to be the same item. I'll show you this, okay? Now, when I found this out, I was actually trying to figure out what the heck it does. When I was reading it, it was actually really interesting. But the problem was, after reading it, I was like, okay, does that mean that I can add traits to other stuff? When I actually discovered that possibility, I was like, is this gonna work? I'm hoping this is gonna work. I did it. It definitely did not work. So the traits do not transfer at all. Combining different items. Well, let's actually see. As you see, it doesn't light up. It doesn't even light up with this. You gotta have the materials of it, as well as blood element shards. So the reroll, I don't know what that does yet, but it actually says it. Oh. Okay. That actually sounds pretty neat. So we know what that does. Now, getting blood element is actually one of the hardest things to get on this game if you do not know how to get it. If you know how to get it, it's actually pretty easy. Now, one of the ways that I figure out is actually don't do it on the island, Ragnarok, any other map, except for 2. Or maybe 3. The third one is a possibility, because you can make just about as much element you want there. Why I say for these other maps on Extinction, Asterio, and maybe Aberration. Because over there you can actually do orbital drops and lightning bolts from Zeus on Asterio. The orbital drops from Extinction. And you can actually make element by using batteries, red and green and blue gems, plus gas balls. You have, I think it's actually green gems. Either way, you put all the materials you need in there, and you can actually get an element made then you gotta wait for a certain amount of time to make more. Either way, it is actually really awesome on that part to actually, like those, the first two, Asterio and Aberration, and Asterio and Extinction are the best maps to get Element. Because one, you just need to do a drop or do Element Veins. Element Veins are just gigantic crystals. You got to keep the corrupted creatures, or lightning creatures as they call on Asterio, away from the crystals without them having them destroy it. Once you get to that point, it's actually pretty easy to do. The other thing is I'm going to be showing you is I have to actually go get this item, and actually I'm going to show you what it does. Now, we do have some over on this map, on the island. Now, on the island, we do have some elements, and the problem is by doing this, it's actually going to be costing a lot of stuff, and I mean so much. It's not even funny how much it takes to actually make this blood element or blood element shards, or even blood element dust. Yes, you can make a blood element dust, which is kind of weird. Blood element, I'm still trying to figure out what it does. The reroll seemed pretty self-explained to it. Is pretty much looks like you reroll for the stats and all of that on the item. So we got some blood. We're gonna head to the crafting building because that's where it is. Now, if you have all the artifacts, you have all the tributes, you've been on the island for some time to do it, it's actually pretty easy to do. But if you are not on the island, and you have, or on the maps that you've been on, and you have all the artifacts, you have a lot of element and all that, it gets pretty crazy. Now, as you can see, actually, what is this? Element. Oh, we can make shards out of this. Oh, that is awesome, actually. That's actually a whole lot better than I thought. So, as I was saying, is how to make blood element. As you see, it's 50 blood packs, 2 element. Yes, it actually make a blood element. That is crazy on how much it actually needs to actually work. Is it the best way to do it? Probably not. But if you have a way to do it, because this thing would definitely need it. But then there's this item. You've already saw this. Now you've seen that as making blood element. There's this. Now, this has a very unique ability. We'll toss up my rock drake. Alright, so we access the inventory. We see that we can trank my rock drake. We can wake up my rock drake. We can actually heal it. Now, healing it, you gotta have blood packs already in it. Now let's actually do this. Let's get some blood out of it. Let's get blood from our rock drake, because that's one way to get blood. Look, we're getting blood. We're already at 21. We're at 28 now. It does 7 at a time for each 100 HP. As you see, oh, I didn't bring it up first, actually. We're gonna toss this out. Alright, we are on it. Our Dragling is not healing it at all. The health is still going down. And surprisingly, we can still move. What is being made? Which is a good thing if you are going to get the bats. The Desmodus. Hey Umbra, how's it going? Oh, I have an imprint right now. Shoot. Oh, you just want to cuddle. Okay, that's fine with me. How much time? How much more does these guys have to take to be freaking Judy? Like, dear Lord. It's going to take forever. That's good. Let's see. You guys still got time. So with the Desmodus, you can actually use it to make, you can actually tame them easier, because you don't have to use your blood packs for it. You just have to use blood packs from the creatures. That makes it a whole lot more easier to get a lot of them. The other things I found out is you can actually also heal them. Let's do this. Get it, like, say, another stack of blood. Is there blood in here? Yeah, there's like one piece of blood in here. We're gonna combine this with that. We're actually gonna stop this now because that's enough. We're gonna pick this up. Because apparently this thing can actually heal the creatures. Which I have never done before. But it'd be very interesting to see. But we're gonna get to that point in a little bit. We're just at 442 food. So we're just gonna put the blood in here. The other thing is this item is actually one of the best items that I have ever seen. It can heal your creature as well as feed them as well. The best way to, or one of the best ways to actually raise rock drakes. Rock drakes are amazing creatures. They are awesome, but they are very, very difficult to raise, especially without nameless venom. If you have a way to get nameless venom, awesome. There are, I believe there's like 3 maps you can actually do that now. But besides that, there's another way you can actually do it now. Is you don't have to waste your time to get the nameless venom to actually raise these guys. You have these. The hospital, the cryo hospitals. That's what they're called, cryo hospitals. They recharge your cryopods as well as heal the creature inside as well as feed them. Now, we just put one in there just recently. I think it's already been fed and healed. Oh, no. It's still getting fed. So as you can see, the food's going up while it's being in there. While it's in your inventory, it doesn't go up at all. It just stays where it is. It doesn't move. It doesn't do anything. It just stays there. Oh, I got 2 blue ones. Sweet. I didn't even notice that. Or I forgot about them. We're raising these 2. These things have how much melee? 1600 melee, 9000 health. That is actually not too bad. Need a little bit better health, but can't really do much about that. These rock tracks would be good for like doing the boss fights. Mostly the one, and that would be Aberration. Doing Rockwell boss fight. The other item that I have to show, and it is actually the item you can actually see in my hotbar. But there's another item that I haven't shown, and it was this one as well. This one is actually really good to have. This one, you can actually copy a design of your building and actually make it somewhere else. I have done it with a few things, which is awesome. Then there's these lights. These lights are awesome looking. But the one item is this. Pet display. The pet display is actually a very amazing item. As you know, I already have my Dragling on my shoulder. We're going to go to one of the spots. There's multiple designs for these pet displays. One of the pet displays, we've already got it up for a lot of them. But we have these ones here as well. As you see, there's 2 right beside the signs on mine and the missus' bed, right beside the signs. We'll put one there. There we go. He's right there. You can pick him up, place him down. You can also give him some love. Like, that's adorable. That is really adorable. You can also make them turn around. Make them turn up to 180, back to 0, which is pointing that way. I like it where they're just looking right at you because they're guarding you, they're trying to protect you. It looks amazing that way. That is one of the design looks. Then there is this one. We could fit 3 of them. Now, I like the leather look on it because it looks like it's an actual bed made from animal hide. It is really cool. Like, all these guys look amazing. Like, that looks pretty amazing that they're right there being happy and being healthy. They're just there looking awesome there. The other item is in my hotbar. It's a crossbow. As you see, this is how to reload it. Boom. 10 arrows. You tired with a crossbow that can only shoot 1 arrow at a time? Look at that. We didn't have to reload. Not once. The thing is knocked out. And that's it. I knocked out a Giga with this. It was so easy to knock out. It was so freaking quick. Are they cheap to make? No. They're definitely not when they're in that, when they're in this stage. The other item is the bunker, which we've already have seen that because they've released that one early just to do a little sneak peek to all of us. It is an amazing item to have. The other one is this one is the hollow grenade. Any wild or non-ripped tame in range will attack it. Wait, this isn't a... Wait. Pretty much, it doesn't affect the players, but if it affects the creatures, it will make the creatures... It's a lure? It's like a lure in a way. I actually want to make that now. If we only have one more level, then I can actually make that grenade and actually see what that thing can actually do. That is kind of cool, actually. I knew it. I knew it was a freaking lure. So it's a freaking lure grenade. And I don't think it explodes, does it? I think it's just a lure, because it says it's a grenade. It doesn't say anything about exploding. It's just a lure, which is awesome. Speed and marksman can fire underwater. Oh, sick. So this crossbow is actually really good for underwater too. Awesome! Oh, you can have it in 3 different... I have to see in what 3 modes. Okay, we got that. Got that. Ooh. Oh! What? Okay. I don't have any stone arrows, so we can change the arrows in it. Let's actually do this. Let's see. Whoa! Okay, what does this have? Where's that little guy? He's right there. Okay, he's about to wake up. What? That thing already went kaput, knocked out. Okay, we're gonna test this out on something. How many arrows do we have? We have 84. How many arrows do we have in total? We have 184 now. We're gonna test this out. I'm gonna use my griffin to fly around. I already know where one of the creatures are. One of the creatures, we're gonna see how well this can actually do. And how long it will take to knock the freaking thing out. Now, how I know is because I knocked this one out earlier. Tried to use one of the items to see how well it will do. It did it pretty well, but the problem is it was a bit of annoying. There it is. Okay. Whoa. Okay. It looks like this just shoots all 10 rounds. It does! Oh, having a very massive creature to actually knock it out or try to kill it. You have no idea how to do it? This thing's awesome! Oh, I'm liking this crossbow. And you can actually get this crossbow just about anywhere on the game, as long as you have a Drayling. And that's the one thing I'm actually going to be doing, is I'm actually going to be using it, using my Dragling to actually get nothing but the drops. We're going to actually kill this thing. The Giga's knocked out. We did a lot of freaking shooting. We did over 100 shots on this thing. Just that crossbow. 10 at a time, too, which is freaking awesome. I like this thing. I like this crossbow. This is one of my favorite equipment right now. It made it so much easier to actually knock out the creature that you want to get. It would also be good if you want to get some wyvern milk and you have no bisons, no nothing like that, and you want to raise your wyverns. Knock out these freaking things really quick. Use it in a boss battle. Boom! A lot of damage. And there we go. We knocked it out. We killed it. Yes, we do not get the heart. Oh well. That was an amazing test. Like, holy freaking heck, guys. That did so much damage. So little time. I was not expecting to do that much, or not damage. Did that much torpor that freaking fast. Like, what? 10 freaking hits. Like, that was insane how fast that went. Like, I was not expecting. I thought I'd land. Come on. Okay, we're just gonna grab the raw meat. So now we have a way to actually knock out the creatures a whole lot faster, a whole lot more easier, and to actually be pretty good at what we do now. We can actually go through caves, get all those stuff done in the caves without a problem. We can even bring those crossbows and do a boss fight, which I think I'm actually going to do one time. That crossbow is actually really, really good. And you can use it underwater, which, depending on how many shots you want to use it on something, like, say, a Moza, you can actually tame it pretty freaking quick. Like, holy mackerel. This crossbow is pretty crazy. You guys will items. As long as you get the Lost Island expansion pack, you can actually use them, and oh my lord, I am so excited to actually keep using it. It is such a good item. Now, let's check on how much longer does these things have. We're at 300. We're going to stick this in here, just for now. We also got the mattresses that are also raising, which we got 3 more hours and 49 minutes to keep going. Yay! But we also have our top stat ice wyverns that we've also been raising, which I cannot wait. Which, I'm actually thinking that they made this for egg gathering. Okay. That isn't too bad, but that low of a stem? Come on. I would have switched the weight with the stem. That would have been perfect. But yeah, guys, like, a lot of this new stuff is pretty good. There's actually something I do have that I want to show, which you're going to probably be like, what? And also, don't worry about giving us a pair of those new creatures. We already got a pair of the big guy. But this big guy, still need to get a pair. Now, this big guy is actually one of my favorites. Okay. Can't really bring it out, huh? Alright. Let's actually get rid of the fog. Unpot it. Look at this. This thing is massive, but also really cool. Now, this thing does kind of land, but the landing is a little different. The landing, it just makes it look like it's that. Just hovers above the ground. But this thing has a unique ability. Let's take off. Now, you know how a lot of flyer creatures cannot go into the water. But there is one flying creature, I think it was on Old Ark, you can actually go in the water, and that was the astral dolphins. Oh, and also astral whales, but those were too dang slow to use. Now there's this. Look at that. This thing can fly underwater. The only problem is it cannot activate its special ability, which is also kind of good, but also kind of annoying. But look, it can actually breathe underwater for quite some time. Like, its oxygen is not going down too much. Not like too fast, but it's still going down. You cannot explore underwater for too long. We're gonna go up, but this thing is such an amazing creature. It is so fast. Well, not so fast, but it's quick enough. And bam, we're out of the water. But there's this ability called the Sky Gate. And it just made us go faster. Then there's this. Which, I don't know if we can actually use this. Oh, we can. Okay. Or if we did. actually get out of the water. Bam! Ice pillar. Now, the ice pillar pretty much explodes. Then we have the breath attack, which is not as bad, I guess. It's not great breath attack, but as you can see, it pretty much charges. Oh, we can actually... Oh! What? Whoa, this thing just tears right through them. That comes out of the ground. What? Okay, we're gonna get out of the water, but oh my lord, that is cool that we can actually switch cycles, go into a different one. That is cool. I wonder which one does differently. This? Whoa. Okay, I don't know what that one does because I didn't go through it. I don't think it does anything to me. I think what that does, if you got something following you, it will do damage to you. Or to it, I mean. Which is kind of cool, but that's still pretty cool. As you can see, you have to actually be off of it to actually, for it to build stem. But oh my lord, this thing is such difficulty to pot it up, it's not even funny how long it takes. It actually shouldn't be taking that long, that was lagging. But, yeah, the creature is amazing. We also have the... Oh, what other creature? Because I know on before the map came out, we can actually use a couple of the creatures, which was one was draglings, the other was the little ice fox, and then just a couple of weeks before Lost Colony came out, it was the massive creatures. The massive ones. Now, those things are pretty cool. The big creatures with the bony heads and the spikes coming out of his shoulders and hands. It is such a freaky creature look, but it is such a good creature. Like, oh my lord. Like, that's creature I would be terrified to be near. I think we have enough time to actually, or we have enough to actually unpod one of them to actually show you. Then there was those two foxes. which the two different giant foxes, I should say. I do not have any of the transformation ones. I will be trying to get it done. Eventually I will get it done. Today, I'm not going to worry about it. Tomorrow, possibly. But, here we go. I'm potting the first one to show you guys what it looks like. This is just a baby. Spikes coming out all over the place, plus the bonehead. That is such a goofy saying. Bonehead. But yeah, it is such a good creature. It's very, very powerful. Say you know how to, say you mutate breeding it, it would be good to have it for maybe some crowd controls. One person goes on it, picks up all the creatures, put them into the spikes, boom, damage. So these things would be good for like having a lot of health, and well, it already has a lot of health. Say at least getting a little bit more into health and having the rest of the points all in melee, these things would be terrifying. Actually, let's see. Yeah, it has really, really good health. It has 9,152. If you can get up to, say, 15,000 at birth, plus also having the rest in melee, these things would be the tankiest creatures out there. And the most terrifying ones, because these things will do a lot of damage to a lot of enemies at once. Like, I would not be wanting to be near these things at full grown. So yeah, these things are pretty cool. We got these guys from somebody on this server. We got a few of these actually. We got also a few other creatures as well. Now, there was a skin that I got for the Miguana earlier. Let's actually see it on the other one. It was something for its saddle. Let's actually check it out. Now, this came from a mod. I just want to see it because it kind of seemed cool. Let's actually see what it looks like. Okay, that is radical. That is nice. It has shoulder plates, and it has guards for its tail. Oh, that is sick. Oh, this is so cool. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all of it. The other item, I might have to wait until later on to actually show what it does. But as I know of, you put blood packs in it, you have it connected to one of the creatures nearby, and it will heal it. It will heal it. I don't know how much, but that's all I know. So at this moment, we're going to end the live, because I'm going to be doing a few other things. Probably going to be a little bit boring for you guys. Mostly just trying to get levels up so I can get this lure grenade to check it out. Test it out. It'll be kind of cool. And it'll be kind of neat to actually see how well it would work. I can definitely say, out of all the items, it's definitely that blood thing, that little thing that extracts blood, but also could also keep the creatures knocked out, as well as keep one of the creatures, or as well as have it connect, as well as it can keep the creatures awake, as well as heal it. That's one of them. The other one is definitely the Cryo Hospital, but my top favorite would be this crossbow. This crossbow is wicked looking. It is such a good design. It is such a good freaking weapon. Like, just look at that. It has 10 freaking shot holes. You can shoot arrows out of it. It is such an amazing thing. Let's actually shoot it once and actually look at the hole, which one it shot. There it is. Okay, so it actually shows which one was shot. And when you're in third person, it just looks so weird. Or look, when you're in this in orbital shot, it looks so weird. But having this with that armor, and it has freaking teeth on it, which looks freaking wicked. I like it. I like this crossbow, and this is one of the most favorite items of the Lost Colony that I like. Now, the creatures, I would say, would be definitely the Desmodus, but also the dragon. The new dragon, I am totally loving it. I'm loving how it can fly, it can change different modes, which is awesome. The other thing I do have to also say, and it's actually coming up, and what is coming up, and this is actually one of the craziest things that I read up. There are 2 different things coming out for this, actually there's one thing coming out for Gen 1, Bob's True Tales, and Bob's True Tales is actually going to be bringing out pirates. We're going to be having pirate skins, pirate ships, pirates. We're going to also have a freaking dragon. An actual dragon we can actually ride. I'm not talking about the wyverns or the big long Chinese, Japanese dragons. I'm talking about the dragon. Like the boss, the dragon. But it's smaller. It looks amazing. I have seen pictures on it on Twitter, on Twitter, or as they call it now, X, which doesn't make any sense why they call it X. Either way, I've seen a picture on it. It looks really cool. It also looks like we get a parrot that we can get. I'm just wondering if it might be a skin that you put on these guys. Or is it an actual parrot? Or is it another creature that is based off an actual creature that we did have on Old Ark that is coming out for Gen 1, but it's going to have a different look. Now, if it's that would be amazing. That would be so amazing. But as of right now, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed doing it for you guys. We'll see you guys next time. Game on. Have fun with friends and family. We'll see you guys next time. Bye, y'all.